Hey guys, this is Liv with Liv's Practical Life, and we are getting this kitchen clean. So when you saw me in the last video, same day, we are working on getting this mess taken care of. I put a dent in it already. Over here, I've got my towel filled up. So that is what we're working on at the moment. So I want to talk about more here about me still messing with the tripod. More about this journey that we're on here for the cleaning. So one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to test how long it takes me to get things done. Now, dishes are not something that I am offering. So I need to be able to get this all out of the way before I can test how long it takes me to do a basic clean. So that's really what I'm doing right now, is I am going through and doing a house reset so that I can test that, because ideally what's going to happen is when you have a customer, a client that you're cleaning their house, you're going to ask that their surfaces be free of clutter so that you can just come in and easily do your job, because that's what a basic clean is. It's going to be cleaning the countertops, wiping out the sink, wiping off appliances, wiping off your table, sweeping your floor. If you want to put mopping in the basic plan, you can. Maybe that's part of your deep clean. But it's having access to those surfaces, because you're not trying to declutter everything for them unless that's something you want to offer. So when you're setting up a package like that, make sure that you put that verbiage in there that things need to be picked up, especially for vacuuming. Like, did they pick up all the kids' toys? Are there pet toys on the ground? Are there random little pieces of things that you shouldn't have to spend an hour picking them up just to do your job? That is part of having a cleaning service, is making sure that they're doing their part on their end so you can come in and get your job done. Like I said, if you want to offer that, you can, but make sure that you're getting paid for your time, because that is extra work for you to do. That would definitely make you more money, but that's also up to you on what you feel comfortable doing, because if you're moving stuff around, you come into that, like, what if you break something? You can already potentially break something while you're cleaning, right? Maybe you have to like move a coffee pot out of the way. That's one thing, but to have all of their stuff that you have to deal with, definitely think about that. You want to make sure you have an ironclad contract, and ideally you want to have business insurance. Anyone doing any sort of business should have business insurance. However, I do recognize the fact that starting out, that may not be feasible. I would definitely consult with a lawyer, someone who can give you professional legal advice. I am not giving you legal advice at all. But someone who can give you legal advice in regards to having a business, I would absolutely, because you just have to cover your butt these days. People can be not nice. So that's something you do have to keep in mind. So I would definitely have someone on deck who can look over contracts or write them up for you. And then definitely plan on getting your business insurance in place. And a lawyer can help you figure out what type of business insurance, because there's different types based on what you're doing. So that is my focus, resetting the house and then being able to time myself. I was hoping that I'd time myself today, but as I got into it, I realized I need a house reset. I need to get things cleaned off the surfaces and put away. Which will be fabulous for me in general. But then I can go ahead tomorrow and I can do a time to see how long it takes me. So I'm going to do a basic clean tomorrow. I'm going to time that and see how that goes. The reason that's important is for my pricing. I want to make sure that I pay myself enough based on my labor and the task that it takes to get everything done, the time that it takes to get the task done. So yeah, tomorrow will be a basic clean. And then I think maybe the day after that, I'll do a deep clean. I'm trying to keep in mind that as I do these things, I also need time for other things. So I'm working on my coding classes, right? We talked about that. That's my biggest focus because that's, again, my like solid foundation. And then we have the cleaning. I have Live Life Outdoors that I still work on. I'm going to give some more focus to that on the business aspect, which is something that I'll also be talking about in these videos, is giving you tips for your business. Because while I don't have a successful business myself, I'll be completely upfront. I'm not making money from that business. I do have the different skills in place. What's really hard for people is putting it all together, and that's where I'm struggling, is making sure all the pieces work together. But I understand the individual pieces, and some of them I understand very well. So that's some other knowledge that I can share with you. Maybe some of you are just stuck on one aspect of your business, and maybe I have that information, and maybe that one video just helps you and you're like, yes, I've got this. So that's what I'm really shooting for, is giving you the most that I can with what I know. And then hopefully that piece of information clicks into place with the other things for you. Because I don't know what you have going on. I don't know if maybe you are trying to just hone your digital skills in general to get a different job. Maybe you're like stuck on PDF stuff. Maybe you are trying to use Google Docs, you've never used that before. Maybe email itself is just terrible for you because you didn't grow up in that era and you're trying to figure out how to use things. That's okay. There's a lot of people who just need the basics, and that's what I want to help with. But yeah, I've been trying to build my own business, and I have learned things. I've learned valuable pieces of information that I can share with you guys. So today, house reset, hopefully tomorrow, the deep clean. And then once I've got that done, I can do my pamphlets and my business cards. I'm going to do another video on the business cards. It's very important for your business, but I have some information for you to start off a bit more cheaply, and also tie into building an email list. And we'll talk about why that's important. But now my dog is scratching on the door to go out, so I'm going to do that. I'll throw some links in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.